It's a pretty frigid December day in our nation's capital. We got our space heaters on full blast up in the booth at FedEx Field. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the New York Giants and the Washington Commanders. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
These two teams, you may recall, they didn't play each other till late in the year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 13. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Meanwhile, Carr's throw here into the hands of Jones.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
Think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches have given, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked down inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No. What was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And now it's 3rd and 3.
Here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Hurts sets up to throw it.
And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
Fielded at the 43. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Dancing to his left. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again to Jones. Stiff-armed him. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now Jones. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Jones is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal. Here's Jones. Now he's going to be marked down very close to the first down marker, but it looks like he's a yard short. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll go with Jones. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Now this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Giants.
He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Giants will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
And that's the type of play that'll give your sideline some juice, a long touchdown pass.
And it's like a bolt of lightning, isn't it? That suddenness of that play brings everyone to their feet in the stadium, and he takes it all the way to the end zone. Give him credit for making that type of a play call, even more credit for how they executed it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future as they look ahead to the offseason. What spot? Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. He'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
Throwing is Hurts. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted.
Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
And the Commanders are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body.
Andrew Booth picks it off.
And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game. I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 27, Hurts under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Play action. Here's Hurts. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. C.J. Uzomah from 21 yards away.
And the Giants go up by 2 touchdowns.
A post to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line.
Because you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use a linebacker? Are you going to use a safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? They usually win those matchups because they have an answer for all 3 of those positions.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants.
Tyler Beatty, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
Nothing. Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking deep for Adams.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
The offense coming back out here, plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there, because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Hurts fumbles it, and it's Washington that scoops it up.
And he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball. Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Jones again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I don't have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the...
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Aaron Jones. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders get a bit closer.
I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.
kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by driving the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Hurts. That one taken in by T. Higgins.
And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down.
Here's Tommy Townsend now
as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded at the 33. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Here's Jones again on second down.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Throwing his car on third down. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Giants are going to have it here just past the 25.
I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open, and it turned into disaster for them.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really good job in execution. They avoided the flag downfield and avoided giving up yardage for free. Really good coverage.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Brian Burns has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. Here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
So possession goes over here on the punt. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Okay, break. Hey, man.
They go play action with Hurts.
Looking deep downfield. He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now Dillon on the inside give.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Back to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. C.J. Uzomah with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Giants continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Oh, look at the juke. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Myers' kick is good. And the deficit falls under 20 now. It's a 19-point game. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. From his end zone, here comes Carter. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Open man here is Conklin. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. An inside give to Jones. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. And he fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders use the short field to get in for 6. This time, the extra point up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. A gain of 32 that time.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out. The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 24-yard line.
12 yards on third down as the drive rolls on.
But first down, Hurts. This pass hauled in by Dotson. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on it.
From the 16, Hurts. And his throw here is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes his upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Back to throw again.
Able to connect with Dotson. And he will have a Giants first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Hurts, and he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Jahan Dotson.
A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you've got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
To throw, it's Carr. And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Martin Emerson.
And he will bring it back It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
The extra point by Butker is on target, and that will bump the lead up to 26. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now Myers for the extra point. And that'll make this a 19-point game.
Next to score, Giants 22, Commanders 23.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Giants take over first and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
T. Higgins.
87 yards.
And the Giants get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Butker is on target,
and that will bump the lead up to 26. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. It's a pickup of 6, and that is going to do it for this third quarter. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. To throw his car. Looking downfield for Jones. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. And he comes back with one complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10.
Now Carr. Jones has it.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. You tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
This offense on 3rd down today, just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 16. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Up the middle, Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
2nd down, another shot for Jones.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Again, 3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll run it with Jones.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Jerry Hughes picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking the lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
Okay, ready?
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He just got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Levi Wallace with a pick.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Hurts now hoping to make up for that pick 6. And that one on the money to Claypool downfield.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. That is caught. It's Uzomah.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 27-yard line.
Give them 18 on the play.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
Fighting to stay upright. Flush to his right. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
Right where this set down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Being chipped, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. This from 36 yards out.
Butker's kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
Carr to throw.
That's caught at the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Giants, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Washington, the season is really nosediving now as they fall to 2-12. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers.